These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go. 180. 21. 21.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey,
and a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there? Swarming to it and not allowing that to happen. Did not let him get downfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 180.
Hey, tighten down. Tighten down. There you go. Switch it. Switch it.
2.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 74 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
While they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Jason Verrett running down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Saints first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, get up. Let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
It's second and inches at the 36.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. This is the former Spartan from San Jose, Tyler Ervin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Mitchell on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 21 yards away. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a first and 10. The chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 83 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He juked him, and he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up second and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Operating from the gun, Mitchell. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey. Check 49. Check 49. Shut up.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Back to throw. Mitchell. It fights him off. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
We better not.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run down here with Irvin. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mitchell to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, here's the option left. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Garoppolo now. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 61 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
We own it. Wait. Tip. Back. Check.
Mitchell now throwing on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
I smell fear in that offense.
Mike 5-4.
Here's Mitchell. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The 2nd down carry for Irvin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. To throw is Mitchell. Throwing on 3rd and long. Down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner, his 2nd sack of the night. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And, of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
White. Hey, orbit.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 6. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Saints.
56. Come. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Silver. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56. All day, baby. Mike, 56.
Now Mitchell on 1st and 10. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
56. Mike's 56.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
It's 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Mike 57. I got one. 57 to Mike. 56.
On 3rd and 2, Mitchell. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get it.
11. Go.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
12.
Here we go. Switch.
I got you.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Here we go.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, tight. Check the backer.
Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Here we go. 65.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Hey, echo. Hey, alert. I got you.
25. Check 25.
From the 29, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Coleman, and he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
39-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
11. Hey, Alpha.
55, Mike, guy, 55. Check.
Hey, gun.
Check, 55.
Garoppolo. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 43.
Hey, exit.
58 to Mike.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. They needed to break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mitchell on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
1st down, New Orleans.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, D.
Back to throw. Mitchell. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mike, 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Get your swerve on.
Mitchell now throwing again. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Mitchell, operating from the gun. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, gun. Bring it.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Bound to lose one.
21. Here we go.
4-7's the Mike. 4-7's the Mike.
Hey, high 7. Hey, gun. 65. Fresno.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Here we go. Let's bring it.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
36.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Looking to throw. Mitchell, he gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First down.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming after you. I'm on shot. Hatchet. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
To throw is Mitchell. Throwing on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Higgins. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mitchell. From the gun, he'll throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Here we go.
From the gun, Mitchell. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. Through an opening, and there he goes. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now this throw caught left side. A good pick up there, a 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down and inches. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback, but, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead, but at the same time, got it done. He'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
And the 49er hands team does its job. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Here we go. 6, 120.
Here it comes.
Clock.
6. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
I got this.
Get him.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, gun. White.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
I got you. 11.
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play.
Here we go.
Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Alert! 11. Hey, gun.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
56 is the mic. Watch the screen.
Back to throw. Mitchell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield and try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
1, Omaha. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now goal for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Niners 49, Saints 18.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for San Francisco, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.